I'm Toby Laurent Belson, and I'm a community artist and designer and activist in North Kensington. This is a really valuable community asset we're standing in front of now. This is our local college. It's been here for many years, many decades, providing valuable education and social experiences for the entire community. The college nearly went into a disastrous merger. It's such a much loved asset in our area, and it was nearly lost because it was about to go into a merger with another college, which we later found would have really meant the end of this college for us. So we really had to save it as a campaign. So I've worked on a number of campaigns in the local area. We've got the library campaign, where we saved a 125-year-old local landmark from becoming a private school. We've got the Westway, and that's a 23-acre stretch of land just across the road here. And that was a space that was fought for and won by our local community. Our local community is, we're campaigners, we're activists. There's just activity and action going on everywhere. People love the community, people love their local spaces, and will fight for them when necessary. I think Grenfell opened a lot of people's eyes. It was such a moment that was seen all over the world. In some cases, it was something that sadly people saw coming, and they literally did foretell it. And so I think it was an experience that both shattered but also galvanized our community. I think when something like that happens, it breaks you, but then it can remake you stronger. I think it's become almost it's become a bit of a surreal experience sometimes, walking around the community, to see things that have been saved, things that you genuinely thought were lost, things that you fought so hard for, and to feel in some cases that the fight is either won or has changed to a far more positive and proactive space, where you're actually making things happen rather than just stopping things happen. And I think that's kind of everywhere. And so to see a space like this where there's just so much love and creativity and culture that's held within a space like this and on these streets, that to see it now, knowing that it's secure and it's going to continue to deliver for this community for the foreseeable future, it's difficult even to put it into words, really. I feel like I'll probably only really understand it into the future when I maybe see what people have done, and see that people will have achieved things that they otherwise would not have achieved. So over the whole weekend, we'll be doing our best to turn spaces green for Grenfell. Green for Grenfell was something that was started as a hashtag by local schools in the area, as a sign of solidarity and support. And as an artist and designer, I felt that if we could make use of that and take it a step further to creating really green spaces, it would help people feel that they were together, feel a sense of solidarity. And also, green as a colour is healing. It's all about healing. It's a healing colour in terms of its connection to nature that we all know, but also even on a scientific level, the wavelength, it's more relaxing to our eyes. And so, I notice it often. When I'm feeling stressed, I will often just stare into the leaves of a tree. I'll even if I've got green lights at home, I do have small green tea lights and things, I will look at the light, and it really just makes me feel a sense of comfort, a sense of belonging, a sense of calm. So I think the anniversary means progress. It means another year that's gone by where we carry our pain and we carry our struggle and our fight for justice forward. I think it's another year where we become more resilient, and we learn to live with that pain and learn to lean into the struggle, and be more determined to find justice and get justice. That energy never disappears. I think it gets stronger. And so I think the third year, in a sense, means clarity. We're seeing that struggle, and we're seeing what the fight really means, both for us within the community, for people all over the country, and also for the authorities and the people that we're struggling with. So I hope that kind of clarity of vision will help us get to where we want to be. Justice is a big word. It's I think it means lots of things to different people. It depends what you're after. For me, justice is about the injustices that happen on a daily level. It's about the injustices that have gone on for many hundreds of years. And so justice for me is about accounting for all of those injustices, one by one. And that's the long and the short battle, really. Justice will be about bringing change, real change, radical change, transformation. Justice will mean bringing a sense that things truly are different and different things have happened. I'm one of a number of new trustees at the Westway Trust. The Westway Trust looks after a stretch of land that was fought for and won by this local community around 50 years ago. And in our view, it's been mismanaged for a long time. And we had a 5-year campaign that culminated in the beginning of this year, 5 new trustees coming on, all from this community. And so really we've really implemented change where it needs to come there. I think the important thing is that with that change, it's coming at the top. It's at the board. It's not about the staff. It's not about the executive. It's about where the power lies. The power lies with the board, and the trustees have changed. The trustees are now us in the community. So there's a real feeling, a real belief, real faith that we can make things different. And in terms of the Westway, the 23 acres there, we can begin to bring justice. Yeah, so the 23 acres has been there for 50 years, and the asset has been anything from space to money, because we now have 120 tenants who pay their rent and provide an income for the trust to hand out to the local community and support the local community through various activities and of course grant making. I think we've always been critical about how that money has been spent and how that space has been used, and so now for the first time the community has a genuine control through us as local trustees to actually make sure that 23 acres, the space and the money, is being used the way we want it to be used. And so that's very much the aim, and that's the process that we're putting into place. It's difficult. It's meant unpicking 50 years of an organisation in terms of its processes, its policies, but also its outcomes and just the way it works, the culture in the organisation. It's a full-time job at the moment as a trustee to unpick that culture and build it up again from the ground up to something that this community can trust again.